When I first started getting into photography in 2011, I was really overwhelmed by these like huge lists of beginner photography accessories that I felt like I needed. So today I really want to tell you which of those you actually do need to get started, which ones are super useful, and which ones you really don't, and that like I have honestly not used in the past 9 years. Photography is such an expensive hobby and it can be really overwhelming when you're first starting out. So let's dive in. The first accessory that you absolutely should invest in and definitely will pay off in dividends are extra batteries and a wall charger. I cannot tell you how many times I've been on a shoot and one died, or I'm filming and one dies. I have 3 that I carry around. This is absolutely something you should invest in. I say invest in 1 extra battery to begin with, and then you can see based on how often you charge if you need to get additional ones. These wall chargers, I don't know why these don't come with cameras very often, but this is also a lifesaver and you should get one of these. An accessory I think you absolutely do not need are a bunch of UV and polarizing filters. These are super cheap and it's easy to get them, but I bought like 5 of these when I first got started. I bought one for every single lens and I never used them, and now they're just in a junk pile. Once you get started and you learn a little bit more about what you want to shoot, I think it's okay to have these if they fit your situation. I personally love the star filter and I use that a lot, but don't waste your money on these at the beginning. The next accessory that you absolutely should get are additional memory cards. Look at that. So I'm pretty good about cleaning off my memory cards after every single shoot, but it is always nice to have some when you run out of photos on your memory card, or if you've got a lot of shoots coming up and you don't want to clean them out as often. It's great to have extras lying around. I have, 6 or 7. Some people have a ton more. I prefer to have multiple smaller ones rather than one single large one. Just like the batteries, I think you should have at least 2 memory cards. What I don't think you need is a memory card holder. Honestly, I just put mine in a plastic bag, and with my new camera bag, I just put it in a specific slot for them. You don't need a memory card holder. It's nice, but totally not necessary. Some cameras also allow you to use multiple memory cards. This is my old Nikon, so that you can have a backup automatically while you're shooting. So it's good to have 2. Okay, this next accessory is my absolute favorite. I wanted to put it at number 1, but I thought it's not practical if you're doing like landscape or something. It is a 5-in-1 reflector. These are the absolute best photo accessories. I personally love the silver side, incredible for portraits because you can reflect light into your subject's face. Or it's even good for like still life and food photography. This has just gotta be one of the most versatile photo accessories that there is. There's also this gold side, a white side, and a diffuser, which you can use to shoot light through or to make a shadow on your subject. This diffuser material is incredible. I love these so much that I have a 32-inch square one, a 110cm round one, a smaller round one, and I don't know where I put it, but then I've even got a smaller triangular one. These are the very best photo accessory other than batteries and other than memory cards that you can get. So let's talk about another photo accessory that you can skip. I saw this one a lot when I was looking at lists, and for some reason they said a remote shutter release. This was probably fine a couple of years ago, but most cameras nowadays have an app that you can use to wirelessly trigger your camera. I talked about it in this video, and I also linked some apps for every single camera manufacturer in the description of that one as well. So this, I really don't think you need anymore because you can just use your phone. This one may be kind of unpopular, but the next thing I'm gonna say is that you should not get a fancy camera bag, and instead you should just get a camera insert for a bag you already have. I actually still have my very first fancy camera bag. It served me okay for a while, but honestly, I think that you should spend money on a camera bag when you know what you're actually consistently using and know what you'll need to put in it. For the past couple years, I have used this like $5 backpack from H&M, and I just put a camera insert inside of it. So I got this, actually my boyfriend got this off of Amazon. It's really, really cheap. And something like this is honestly, if you're traveling, a lot less conspicuous than a camera bag. It's really affordable, and it's good for beginners while you're trying to figure out what your gear looks like, what you'll be taking around. You can get an affordable camera insert and turn any bag into a camera bag. Okay, the last photo accessory that I think every single beginner photographer needs to get is not actually for your camera, it's for your computer, and that's because it is an external hard drive. When you're taking photos, all of those files like build up really quickly and they take up a lot of space on your computer. So I always suggest putting and organizing all your photos onto something separate that you can disconnect. First off, keeps everything neat and organized. Second, make sure your computer runs faster while you're editing because you're not putting all your things directly onto your computer. The final photo accessory that I really don't think you need, but I see recommended all the time is this little thing, a camera strap. I'm gonna be honest, I just use the one that the manufacturer gives me. Like, they're just not a necessity. You don't need a fancy camera strap. Sometimes you can put memory cards in them or lens caps. I guess if you're carrying your camera around and it's really heavy, you could get a cushioned one. But honestly, like, just put that stuff back into your bag. I think there are better places to spend your money than on a new camera strap, unless you really, really want it. Then if you do, go ahead and get one. I have 2 more bonus accessories that I think you should get because I've grown to really love them and find them useful, but they're definitely not must-haves. The first one is a tripod. I use this all the time now because I'm taking a lot of self-portraits. It's what I enjoy, and I really like taking food and product photos. It is not a necessity, but if you think that you're gonna be taking a lot of self-portraits, get one, they're really affordable. Okay, the last thing I wanna recommend is called a screen calibrator. I have this really old one from Spider that I got probably when I started. What this does is it calibrates the colors that you see on your computer screen. And this is really important if you ever plan to print out your pictures or you just want to make sure that the way you're editing your photos is accurate to your vision. Oftentimes computer screens skew really blue, and so this will give you an accurate assessment of what the colors of your picture actually look like, and this is a really, really valuable piece of equipment. That is all for today's video. I hope this was helpful for any new photographers. Maybe you just got a camera for Christmas and you're trying to decide what accessories you actually need. Now, is there anything else that I should add to this list that is actually a good beginner accessory? If so, leave it down in the comments. And if you'd like more tutorial and educational videos for beginners, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.